What the heck? I know, right? Glyphosate. What is it? Why is it in our kids' food? What do you need to know about it as a JIA mama? Okay, well, let me introduce myself. My name is Star Penn. I'm the Leaky Gut Coach and the creator of the JIA Blueprint, and I'm here to help you heal your children's arthritis, whether you're on meds or whether you're not doing meds. I'm here to help you understand the root cause of all autoimmunity, in our case, juvenile arthritis, and how we can heal this thing for good. So let's talk about glyphosate because it is in everything. Okay, glyphosate, it is AKA Roundup. Maybe you already knew that. So basically, all of our crops, all the food that we consume on a daily basis is sprayed with glyphosate first. And we may be aware of these pesticides, and maybe that's why we wash our fruits and veggies before we eat them. We soak them and this and that, and that's a good thing to do. But something we have little to no control over are the same glyphosate that is sprayed on the grains that we consume. We can do nothing about this. And unfortunately, it is in everything. So our pastas, our breads, our cereals, our crackers, our cookies, everything that we consume has been sprayed with glyphosate, and unfortunately sprayed right at the time of harvest. So it is all over the food that our children are consuming, which explains why, whether you're a believer or not, why some people say that the inflammation seems to go down when people eliminate gluten. Basically, this stuff is sprayed with glyphosate. That's just one reason, but it's something that we want to come to understand this and see what's going on in our environment. Why is this happening to our child? So glyphosate is a toxin in the body, and it's recognized as a toxin. And so what happens, a beautiful thing that our body does, is we have these nice little fatty tissue and things in our body. Now, you and I, we have more of it than our children do. So when we consume the glyphosate, when we consume these foods that have the glyphosate, the fatty tissue in our body, the way we're designed, is that it sees these toxins in the body and it absorbs them up and hides it from the immune system. And in a different situation, and I will talk about it in another video, where these toxins, the reason why these toxins are able to get into our body in the first place, because that's another topic. But just starting from the fact that the toxins are in our body, in our children's body, those of us who we have a little bit more fatty area to absorb these toxins, the toxins like glyphosate, they go undetected by the immune system. And in a healthy environment, typical healthy environment, our bodies are so beautifully designed that we can handle heavy metals, we can handle toxins, our body, the fatty parts, the tissues, the joints, those areas, they can absorb them, and then they can gradually release them out through the liver, the bladder, through the skin. And we are none the awares that we ever consumed a toxin. But for our little kiddos who have another issue going on, as well as the fact that they don't have as many fatty areas in their body, so their joints and tissues will absorb the glyphosate. And the glyphosate is very similar molecularly to what's naturally found in our bodies, which is glycine. And so unfortunately, the glyphosate kind of pushes the glycine out and resides inside of our child's joints. Now, what happens is that our child's very healthy immune system, I want to stress that because that's something you're going to learn from my videos, is that your child's immune system is not confused and it's not overactive, but it is very healthy, and it is seeing this glycine in the joints acting kind of weird because it's not really glycine, and it's acting a little weird because now it's glyphosate, and it goes in there and it attacks the glyphosate. And basically what is happening is that it's eating up the glyphosate and trying to dispose of it. So that's the inflammation that we see. And I'll share another video on that as well. Why the inflammation? What is the inflammation? So one of the things that we want to do, mamas, and right away, is we want to minimize as much as we can the amount of glyphosate that our children are exposed to. So let's remember they're in all the grains, all the commercially processed grains, and they're also sprayed on the produce. So we can wash the produce, right? We can get some off. We can shop at farmers markets and with places that we trust and we know how the fruits and vegetables are cared for. That is great. And we want to start to avoid the commercially processed grains because they all have glyphosate on them. And the first thing we need to do is minimize how much is coming into our child's body. That's just one of the things that we need to do in order to heal our child's JIA. So I really hope that you learned something from this video. I hope that you're coming to see that you do have power and you can do something about your child's juvenile arthritis. And it's just a matter of learning what it is that you need to do. So if you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel. Please give it a like and a thumbs up because it is my passion and desire to be able to share this information with all moms out there who are trying to heal their child's JIA. And please subscribe and take a look at the rest of my videos. It is my hope that subsequently I'll be able to teach you the things that you need to do in order to heal your child's JIA.